So the primarily idea of using this clip interrogator is to have a control over what a diffusion model can generate, because the more precise we get a description of the image in the form of text, the more precise the output generated image we can obtain. And then if we want to change something in this image, then we can, for example, change the golden eyes to some other type of eyes and get a similar image with a different type of eyes if we use a diffusion model to generate an image. So you can imagine if you would provide for a diffusion model only this text prompt, there could be thousands of different cats in different dark rooms. But then the rest that's been selected from those text files, that gives more clarity of what kind of image has to be generated. One can take an image and use bleep model to generate text description about the image. For example, watercolor painting of a sea turtle. And then to build basically a grid search of text descriptions and the rest of the text description of the image to generate based on the measuring of similarity between image and text description. Let's take a look in some of these files. So here are just text descriptions, which are used as just a grid search. So for example, there is a list of artists, one line per artist, and there are about 5,000 of them. And then what you can do, you can just take a clip architecture and take an image and take a text prompt. And because you can put it in a batch, you can basically put all artists in a batch and a given image, and then produce encodings in the same latent space and measure their similarity in the common latent space. That's what this approach is doing, and just measuring similarity of a given name and in text encoded in using text encoder. This name has been encoded in the common latent space, and we measure similarity for a given image. And that's basically a grid search in space of names. And there are also flavors. The file seems to be quite big. Yeah, it's 100,000 lines. These are some descriptions, so photography, ray tracing, soft lighting, stunning, photo, vivid colors, gothic, fine detail, low angle, art, landscape, HD, 4K resolution, award-winning, soft gold, black hair, nighttime. And yeah, that's just a list of all possible descriptions of an image. And again, you can measure similarity, just like a grid search, and find which of those have the highest similarity score between the given image and the given text. Another collection, medium, a detailed drawing, a cross-stitching, digital art. So it seems to be like a type of art, still life, statue, sketch, movements, abstract art, net art, toism, probably different movements of art, and negative, bad art, childish, ugly, grain. So basically, these are collections of useful text descriptions of an image, and then using a clip, it's possible to do a search of similarity scores for every line of the inside this text, and then just select the best match. So here is ranking of them by the similarity score. Basically, you get IDs of the best matches. For example, top 5, then you can change them, like image features, flavs. So there are different functions how to combine them in a single output. Because at the end, in this architecture, what we want to get just a single output that describes this image. Like this one is being generated via a bleep model, which comes from Salesforce. So there are different models that you can use. And also there is a model, Microsoft, Coco. So there are different models that you can use to just generate a caption for an image. And that's the first part. So here's a watercolor painting of a sea turtle that's, I suppose, generated by bleep architecture as a caption of this image. But of course, this is not descriptive enough. But if we want to control what we want to generate, we need a bit more descriptive text. And that's what you can achieve via grid search of similarity between given image and all possible text descriptions, and then cherry picking the best matches given a ranking score. Well-designed digital art featured on Dribble, Medibank, Worms, Saturated Palette, Redon, and so on. So these are cherry-picked best scoring text descriptions. With golden eyes, line 77,000, we have with golden eyes, which had pretty high ranking for this particular image.